What's going on, people? Welcome to the Player Rating Show. We'll be discussing all the individuals in detail from the game. As always, we want to hear from you, so let us know your player ratings in the comment section down below. And if you do enjoy it, like, subscribe, help the algorithm, help the channel grow. Yeah, it's great. It's a great weekend. It's a great Sunday, Patrick. Let's just say that I'm joined by Patrick here, as usual, for the player ratings. And I'll be honest, just a little spoiler alert, I don't think I've seen this many 10s ever since doing these player ratings, point blank. I genuinely can't remember seeing this many 10s. But instead of me teasing it, let's get straight into it. And let's start off with the goalie himself, Dean Henderson. A lot of talk has been about him. A lot of talk. And 10. A 10 from Patrick. No surprise there. And I've given him a 9.5. Patrick, without some of his saves, we're getting nothing out of this game. But the only reason which I gave him a 9.5 and not a 10, is that he had one or two moments where the decision-making kind of made my heart stop. Like, it could have been costly, even though it wasn't costly. That was the only reason. 9.5 is pretty much a 10, but I just couldn't give him a 10 for that.
Not for me. It was great today. I mean,
you had moments where you could have come up with a ball, I think maybe the first half.
No. Okay, we just beat Liverpool 1-0 away at Anfield. He got his first clean sheet for Paris in a league match. I'm not giving a guy less than a 10. The save he made on Diaz, 28th minute, was brilliant. The save on Elliott in 89th minute was brilliant. No. Yes, he was helped out a couple of times. We'll get to the other players. I know Mitchell made a great save, but overall, he makes one mistake, D, and they score. It's 2-1 at some point. They overrun us. No. For me, Henderson was brilliant today. I only had to make 5 saves, but let me tell you, one of them important. I thought he played really, really well. I'm sorry. I would give him a 10 plus if I could. I thought he was brilliant today. For me, Henderson was really good. 10
fair enough. I wish there was a 10 plus for your sake, but unfortunately, we stop at 10. But look, for his confidence, this should be a massive boost. Not only for 100%. Himself, but also for Palace fans, just gaining a bit of confidence in Henderson, which some of us have lost, in particular Patrick. But anyways, let's move on to the next player, Munoz. 10 from Patrick once again. I gave him a 9. I thought he had a fantastic game. Diaz had to be subbed off. But there was a few moments in the first half where they got him behind. But the main reason why I gave him a 9 rather than a 10, which is kind of wild, we're talking about why I didn't give a player 10 out of 10, is because of his passing. It was only 56%. But that's me being critical. I'm trying to make the most out of the player ratings. We're here to talk about the players in detail. So, yes, I know we beat Liverpool, but that's why, Patrick. But apart from that, I thought defensively he was pretty solid.
He was brilliant today on Diaz. I know he's a compatriot, both Colombian teammates, but he was brilliant. He pocketed Diaz today, got forward. I love the game plan by Glasner. Get both Munoz and Mitchell high up the pitch earlier on. Great job. He was really good today. He had a block that he made on the 50 on the 3 clearances, 5 recoveries. I thought it was really good. Listen, our defense kept a clean sheet at Anfield. They're all getting 10s. Spoiler alert, they're all getting 10s. So just so you guys know, all getting 10s.
Not from me. Let me move on to Nathaniel Klein. Once again, the spoiler alert, as you heard, a 10 from Patrick, 9 from me for Klein. The only thing is, I was looking at the first half. I think second half was fine. I was looking at the first half. He did get beaten a few times, but I gave him a 9.5 to be fair, because he had a few blocks as well, some important blocks. But look, Patrick, Nathaniel Klein in defense, that was probably the biggest worry for everyone, because 1, he's not a centre back, and 2, even at right back, his legs and struggling with pace, etc., could have been a massive worry. But he held it down. And we have to realize, I said this on a live match reaction. Check it out after this if you haven't already done so. We beat Liverpool with Nathaniel Klein as a centre back. Like, it is crazy to say that.
And you gave him a 9. Who would have picked Nathaniel Klein in a back 3 today against Liverpool away? Listen, Glasner masterclass of doing it. I didn't understand it when he did it. Maybe because of speed. I don't even know what the reasoning was. But the Klein today was really good. Yes, he wasn't perfect first half, but he had that clear line of Jota. I think it was 71st minute. He played really, really well. Yes, he was subbed off. No, man. For me, Klein was absolutely. I would never have thought you could put Klein, Lerma, and Andersen in a back 3 at Anfield and get a clean sheet. Once again, people, everyone's getting a 10 in that back 5. They deserved it. So next.
Before we go next, sure. Do you think there's a chance of Klein keeping that centre back role? Because Joe Ward, I'll be honest, I was a bit surprised why there was a change there, but maybe it could have been pace. Do you think that, Glasner could keep Kleiny at the back after that performance?
Has to be a pace issue. You got Diaz on that side. When that was on Munoz, you have Nunez is quick, and you've got Salah's quick. Definitely a pace issue. Again, never would have thought he would have done it because, again, Court's our captain. He's been playing really well back there. The fact that he did it and he played so well, could he do it again? Of course he could, because it's Glasner. He could do whatever he wants. But I was shocked. But again, credit. We don't have Mark Gahey or Chris Pritchard, and you're putting Nathaniel Klein in a back five and getting a clean sheet at Anfield. Brilliant by the manager. Brilliant by Klein today. It was really good. I loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Lerma, 10 out of 10. Fantastic.
I mean,
Tackles, just literally all over the place defensively, just causing, intercepting, tackling, last tackles. It was something else against Liverpool. And he's not centre back. He's not a centre back, but he played better than majority of the centre backs this weekend.
So good, man. And just stat wise, 77% passing, 8 clearances, 4 interceptions, 6 recoveries. Just solid, man. That attacking three, though they've been shut out the last 2 games against Atalanta and Palace, are just ridiculous. You've got Salah, Nunez, Diaz. Then you bring on Gakpo, Jota, Elliott. Are you joking? And we kept the clean sheet. Nah, man. Lerma was brilliant today. And he's not a central defender and was brilliant back there. Was really good. Kudos to him, man. Really, really good today. Brilliant today. Brilliant.
I'll give him a 10 as well. And it's not only him. Joachim Andersen, look, I'm joining the 10 club as well. Joachim Andersen, I've been critical based on my rating so far. So if I'm giving him a 10, then he's having a 10. There's nothing bad I can say about Joachim Andersen today. Captain's armband, first of all, which is a big talking point, to be fair, because of what's been happening so far this season with him. But not only that, he played like a captain. He was that leader. He was that leader in defense. And that's what we know of Joachim Andersen. But the frustration from the fans and also Joachim Andersen, I think, has been that he hasn't been on that level for the majority of the season. But Patrick, interesting that Glasner made him captain, but he 100% showed why he was made captain. He didn't make Glasner regret the decision.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the players that are starting. The only person I would have given it to would have probably Klein, could be experienced, but Ward wasn't starting. So to me, Andersen is the perfect choice. Just a captain performance back there. Led the defense, clearances off the line. On 7th minute, he cleared the ball off the line. Long diagonals, helping Klein and Lerma positioning wise. Just so good. I noticed at the end of the game, I don't know who did the game. Was it Sky today? They did the man of the match as they gave it to Andersen. Could have given it to anybody in the back 3, back 5, but no. Andersen's brilliant. Listen, we've criticized him in the past because he hasn't been perfect. Today he was absolutely perfect and he played so well. Deserved man of the match, deserved these 10, played really, really well today. Great performance.
Yeah. And let's move on to Mitchell, final defender. 10s from me again. Look, I saved my 10s to the last. To be fair, I'm trying to do an order anyways, and it just seemed like as I was going through, it seemed like the 10s came through towards the end of the defense. But Salah kept quiet. Assist as well. Great assist for Eze. And I said it on the match reaction, I'm expecting more from Mitchell. And that's because I love him to bits, and I think he's got it in him, especially going forward.
Yeah, I'm not going to throw any stats because he played really well, but absolutely pocketed Salah, one of the best players in the world, and he had 2 of the biggest plays in the game. The build-up play for the goal, Wharton, Eze, Olise to Mitchell, the cross to Eze for the goal. What a goal. And then that block that he made, the block that I think it was on Salah's shot, like 90 plus 1 minute. When I thought I was going to go, I thought Henderson made the save. 2 biggest plays of the game, both by Mitchell. Played really well. But again, credit to Glasner. Had him involved from minute 1, high up the pitch. The first 20 minutes, we had both Munoz and Mitchell high up the pitch, putting pressure on Liverpool. Mitchell today was absolutely brilliant defensively and going forward. His best game for me as a Palace player. For me, best for day.
Whatever.
I think so, yeah. With the assist, the
defensive
on Salah.
I'll be honest, my memory. I
can't remember better. Maybe he played better. Can't remember it.
Let us know in the comment section down below if you think Mitchell's had a better game for Palace than this game. But big words from Patrick. Big words. Move on to midfield. You mentioned him already in the build-up, Adam Wharton. 9.5 from you, which is absolutely pathetic because I gave him a 10. And if I'm giving him a 10, then there must be a reason why I'm giving him a 10. Unbelievable. He he seemed like he was playing in a park, not at Anfield, against title contenders. The way he held down that midfield, alongside Will Hughes, which we'll talk about, was something else. Every single time I watch him play, I think, wow, that's Adam Wilson for me. Wow, that's the best way of describing him. And I'll be honest, if we bought him for 20, he's probably worth around 40 already.
Nah, he's worth what? I heard you guys in the podcast. He's worth 50, 60 easily.
Already. That's what I'm saying. I'm being nice.
At his age, definitely he's worth more. Listen, I could have given him a 10. I want to just give the defenders their kudos today because they were so good. But the whole team could have gotten a 10. Boring if we gave more than 10. No, he was brilliant today. Brilliant build-up play. I've been waiting for this moment all season since Glasgow was named the manager to see Wharton, Olise, and Eze in the same lineup. And oh my God, was it worth the wait? They are so good together. It's a shame we're not going to see them a lot, because it's not going to happen next season unless we have some miracle keep Olise, which is not going to happen anyway. But Wharton with Eze and Olise, he's just so good. They're on the same page. They're on a different level, but on the same page. Kid was so good today, man. Work rate was up there. Hold up. Everything about him. His pressing was brilliant. He and Hughes together shut down Endo so much.
IQ, Patrick. We mentioned it a few times. It's the IQ. He's got ability, or some players have the ability, but funny enough, look, we'll talk about Eze, but we talk about Eze's decision making at times, right? I'm not saying he doesn't have the IQ, but sometimes it's questionable. But with Wharton, it seems like he always makes the right decision, whether to press, whether to go for tackle, whether to sit back. And when you combine that with his technical ability, it's just unreal.
And it's things like I said, I've coached for many years. You can't coach that. It's inherent in how he plays. He scanned the field before he gets the ball. He knows where to go, left, right, to go, the way to look for the pass. He's brilliant. No, he was so good today. And the thing is what I'm scared of is that everyone that I saw post-match talk about Adam Wharton.
It started already.
Yeah. So, brilliant player. Brilliant.
Well, let's talk about Will Hughes then. Let's get a Will Hughes hype train going as well. 8 from you, 8.5 from me. I thought, especially in the first half, I thought he had a very good half. Same with Wharton in terms of pressing, knowing when to press, knowing when to sit back, and even in possession, he was solid as well, Patrick.
No, very, very good. Listen, we've all made those comments about Will Hughes, about why is he coming in for Wharton, but with Wharton on the pitch together, I never would have thought, never in a million years, that Wharton and Hughes could play together that well in a midfield versus a team like Liverpool. Credit to him. He played well against Man City too. So it's 2 weeks in a row he played against the two best teams in the league, arguably two best teams, so Arsenal if you want. He played really well. Listen, solid by Hughes, man. Passing wasn't perfect, but he shut down Endo to the point they brought on Szoboszlai to come in for him. Endo couldn't do anything. He was brilliant. And McAllister either. He just, man. Credit to you. I made comments by him that I regret now about him not having legs, and I saw him at West Ham in person. But today, man, work rate, ability to press, helping out Wharton, helping him. We use very good today.
Maybe when we talk about legs, I don't think all of it is down to fitness, but maybe his fitness levels weren't at the levels they should be, and maybe that's improved as well. Even then, I don't think he's got the legs still. I don't like, but fitness also plays a part as well to that.
But I will say this: he was playing as a 10, and he's not a 10. He's definitely better in a deeper role. So credit to him as a 6 or even an 8. He's much better. As a 10, he's not good because he can't get forward. He's not really good, great passer. But as an 8 or a 6. Box to box or just dropping deep and helping out the back 5, back 4. He was good and he was really, really good today. Credit to Will Hughes. Credit.
Let's talk about the goal scorer. You gave the goal scorer 9. I gave him 9.5. Fantastic goal. It looks easy, but the timing to just slide in at the right moment and not just sit in a box, fantastic. And I'll be honest, there wasn't much that he done wrong. He had a little spell. That's the reason why I didn't give him a 10. He had a little spell, like the 10 minutes or so, where it's like, come on, make the pass or run there. Like, the phase that he has in the game. But with Olise back in the side, he managed to get the goal. He still got subbed off, but encouraging, Patrick. Better than what we've seen in the past, especially when you're considering the opponent and where he's playing.
Yeah, I mean, if he's listened to the criticism, he definitely responded today. I mentioned a comment a few weeks back that I've seen him show up against the weaker sides, never the top sides. Well, doesn't get better than Liverpool, and he showed up today big time. Again, did he need Olise? Clearly he did, but today, brilliant goal. Passing was good, like almost 80%. 2 shots, both on target, 5 recoveries. Long passes 3 for 3. Crosses 3 for 3. Accuracy was off the chart today. great outlet. Again, combination play with Olise and Wharton was really good. He played really well today. Credit to him. Listen, he's taken a lot of stick from me and you and everybody else, but today he responded. Great goal today. Needed it. Big performance by him. The future's bright. I don't think he's necessarily a top 6 player, but it's not the day to discuss that. But today's performance was really, really excellent. He played really well today. Credit to SA today. Credit.
That was much we could have do, definitely. Elise, I'll be honest, in possession, he was fantastic, especially under pressure. But he didn't really have the moments. That's why I think that's why I gave him 8.5, and maybe you did as well. We attacked down the left-hand side for the majority of the game anyways. But when the ball did come to him, he knew how to navigate through it and open up the Liverpool defense. So that's why I gave him an 8.5. But it was like a quiet start. When I say quiet, he was still involved, but it wasn't like, oh, Elise was destroying their fullback. It wasn't a case like that. It was, on my days, it wasn't a case like that. You know why we said on my days?
Yeah, Villa just scored. Yeah,
Villa just scored whilst we recorded.
No, played really well. Obviously, as they needed him on the pitch. What I really liked about it, he seemed to fit Glasner's system well. I like the way he was moving from the right to the left or right a lot, and they were getting involved in like little triangles. Him, Wharton, Mitchell, Eze, whomever, making these triangle plays, and he had the freedom to kind of move around. But no, having him on the pitch gave us another outlet, which is massive for us to have someone like Olise on the pitch at any point. You know what he could do. Yeah, today he wasn't the electrifying Olise that he normally is, but just having him on the pitch as an outlet is brilliant, and he played well today. So no, we need him today. Great job by him.
Yeah, and then Mateta, I just want to quickly say, 8.5 from me, 9 from you. He didn't really. I was going to say he didn't really have many chances in front of goal. He did. He could have scored a hat trick today. But for me, the bigger thing was his hold-up play. He was causing Konate problems all game long. He was still getting involved despite the goals. But on another day, Patrick, easy hat trick.
Oh man, the play when Van Dijk slips and he's in one-on-one, goes around Andersen, chips the goalie, and Robertson clears off the line. I'm like, oh no, that second goal is so important. But again, what a transformation in the player. Again, he started with Roy, but under this manager, he's gone to a different level. Work rate, hold up play, link up play, finishing. Everything about him, he's so different. Played so well today. I mean, Andersen saved, same for a minute. Again, a great save by Andersen. I don't know how Andersen makes that save on Mateta, but again, all around, he was really, really good today. Fantastic by Mateta today.
Yeah, let's move on to the bench. Ayew came on, which I thought he was solid defensively. He won a few fouls. That's why I gave him a 7. You gave him 7.5.
Agree.
Apart from that, there wasn't really that much he done that I picked up on. Joe Ward came on for Kleiny, right?
Yeah.
You gave him an 8. I gave him a 7. I think it was from the final Klein. There's so many subs. We're not used to this many subs. We have to get used to it on the Glasner. And I thought he done relatively well defensively, Patrick.
I agree.
Schlupp, it was a bit quiet of the other subs that were involved. That's why I gave him a 6. You gave him a 7. That's Jeffrey Schlupp for us there. And all my days.
2-0. Wow.
And
Football's mad. Football's mad. And I love it.
It's probably the best day of the season. Probably the best day of the season. My dopamine levels are like here, like they are off the chart. Off the chart.
Football's mad.
All right. Read the World. You give it an 8. Why did you give Read the World an 8?
No, I think I wrote it down. But it's probably a 6. But the thing is, just to see him back in the lineup. It was in. I definitely know. I wrote that. It definitely should have been a 6. But just to have him back there, came in for Hughes. I think he did a solid job with Wharton in there, hanging in. Again, just shutting down the distribution for Liverpool, forcing to go wide. They were forcing, left Gakpo most of the time, or Elliott on the right hand side. But not an 8. Should have been a 6. So my fault on that one.
Yep. And then Edward, he was only on for a few minutes. There's nothing really to talk about there. 6.
Did okay though. Helped kill the game. He
just needs to prove himself to Glasner in his limited minutes. Exactly. Yeah. That's the important part. But Glasner himself, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Fantastic. Like a round of applause for him. That is a perfect way to end this player ratings with Glasner. Even though he's not a player. But it's amazing. This is what we want from Palace manager. And I said this at halftime as well to myself. Even if we don't win this game, the amount of chance we created, the fact that we didn't give Liverpool all the respect, which we could have easily given them the respect. hats off to him. That's that mentality, tactics as well as
Yeah.
mentality. You can have the tactics,
Yeah.
but it's the mentality that's gone across the players, and he's brought that, and that's why we won this game. Simple as.
Listen, agreed, D. Listen, tactics was spot on, putting Klein back there, having Mitchell and Munoz push up the pitch, having Elise, Eze, and Mateta link up, having Wharton and Hughes play the way they did, having the confidence to, again, say before the game he's not there to just lose it. Yeah, we might lose, but whatever. And then the subs, using all 5 subs. Again, yeah, you're talking about Schlupp and IU and Riedewald, but they saw the game out. He saw the game out. And listen, man, brilliant by Glasner. Love him as a manager. Can't wait for him to be in charge next season. But listen, today, overall, for everybody, 10 out of 10. Great job. Great job.
Exactly. 10 out of 10. And on that note, we're going to wrap up, people. 10 out of 10 to you as well. Thanks to everyone who's watches live batch reaction as well. If you haven't already done so, make sure to check it out. If you have enjoyed this, like, subscribe, and also turn on the notification bells for more content coming through. Season's not done. Still got more games to play. But that's it from me and Patrick. And until next time, up the Palace.